what is happening in the real estate market right now in October 2022. Let's go. So if you're watching the news, you would think that the world is on fire and everything is crashing and burning. But here in Hampton Roads, Virginia, we are seeing our market actually stabilize a little bit. I've been preaching this message for months now. It's not doom and gloom. People aren't losing values in their home. Actually, the median sales price right now in Hampton Roads is still 5% higher than it was at this time last year. In September 2021, the median sales price was below $300,000, just below it, like $293,000. And now we're looking at $310,000 as our median sales price. So that is good news, meaning year over year, we saw a 5% increase in home values. Now here's where it gets interesting. Our active listings, pending sales, and closed sales actually did decrease from this time last year. We're looking at about an 8% decrease in active listings, which really isn't unusual for the fall time period for you to see that actually decrease from month over month. But we did see an 8% decrease from this time last year. What that means is people are holding on to their homes. They're not putting their houses up for sale, probably because the interest rates were higher than they were last year. It's no secret. Interest rates are going up, but we're also seeing the pending sales and the actual closed sales decrease a significant amount, about 20%. So that sounds like a lot, right? Yes, it sure does. And that's from this time last year. But if you go back year over year before COVID hit us, in the wonderful, beautiful mess that it was in 2020, our pending sales and closed sales are still higher than they were before COVID hit us. And before COVID hit us, we had a much more stabilized market. And actually, we were moving towards that like crazy seller's market. So right now, we're starting to see the market kind of even out a little bit. This is not a bad thing. It's not fire in the woods or houses are burning down. I want to assure you that yes, our country no doubt is going through a recession right now with interest rates going up, with inflation and the cost of goods going up. It's no secret. But when it comes to housing, housing is an actual real thing. It's not like the stock market. Housing is a real thing that you can own that appreciates over time. Here's what I want to tell you for all of my sellers out there. What does this mean? There are less buyers out there looking and there's less homes for sale than there were last year. So as a seller, what I'm seeing now is a trend, and I've talked to other agents and brokers in the area here in Hampton Roads, and we've all kind of come to the same conclusion, also looking at the data, that we're seeing the market normalize a little bit. So it's not a crazy seller's market anymore. Please, my wonderful sellers out there, don't expect that your listing's gonna pop with multiple offers in the first weekend of it being listed. The average time that a home is on the market right now is about 15 days. So if you're getting some showings and you don't have any offers quite yet, and you're in the first week to 10 days of your listing, don't worry, it's gonna be okay. That right offer, that right buyer, and that right offer is going to come right along. And I'll say this, little plug for that Fit team, can't help myself because I believe in us and our ability to list and sell your home for top dollar here in Hampton Roads would be, that's why having a good listing agent team on your side to sell your home is a big deal. And right now, as sales go down a little bit, you'll see some listing agents and listing teams probably start to water down their services, meaning they might not go for those professional photos or that video walkthrough. And so you want to make sure that you're working with a team that's committed to the highest quality marketing for your home. And we here at That Fit Team will absolutely give you that. Moving on to our buyers. Buyers, this is actually really good news for you. You can breathe a little bit. You might not have to go $50,000 over the asking price anymore. Guarantee the appraisal, waive the home inspection, all the crazy things people were doing when the market was a crazy hot seller's market. You now get to be a little bit more in a balanced driver's seat with that seller. And now we're seeing buyers ask for a home inspection, even put in repairs that they're gonna ask for the seller to take care of. And we're probably gonna move towards a market where you can start asking for seller concessions like closing costs and things like that. So for you buyers out there, this is also a really great thing. You might have a little higher interest rate than you would have this time last year or even 6 months ago, but the reality is the interest rates are what they are. And so you'll have to make an adjustment with your real estate agent, hopefully us, when it comes to your budget. You wanna make sure that your budget is in line with the monthly payment that you're gonna be making that includes that interest rate for today. So everybody, Everybody out there, October 2022, the market's starting to stabilize here in Hampton Roads. What we're gonna see is more seller concessions when it comes to those contracts, and we're gonna see a little longer market times for those listings that are out there. But you guys, we would love to be your team here in Hampton Roads when it comes to buying, selling, building a house, or investing. We're that fit team, and we know the drill right here in Hampton Roads. We've been around the block. We've been here since 2006, so we've seen it all. We'd love to help you and be your go-to team here in Hampton Roads. See you guys.